I've just returned from the Toy Soldier Show in Chicago, Illinois, so let's take a closer look at what I brought back. Stay tuned. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Paul Knapp coming to you once again from the Man Cave, and I'm going to review up close for you all the treasures that I found at the Toy Soldier Show in Chicago this past weekend. And I'm going to break these down one at a time for you. Okay, before we get started, I just wanted to say my appreciation to all the people that came up to my table, both me and the Plastic General and Brandon were at my table. And so many people came up, said they watched the show, said they appreciate my reviews, and it was very humbling, shaking people's hands and finally getting to meet a lot of the people that watch my channel. So once again, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the compliments, and I was just very humbled on my way home thinking about that. I was like, man, there was 3 individuals that came up to my table, and I definitely want to get them on the show. They've all agreed to come on my show. First up, we have Dan from Austin Miniatures. He said he's going to be watching the channel, and we're going to get him on in October. We also have Kent from Collector Guys. Kent has a great channel. Been watching his channel for a long time, so make sure you check him out. He's going to be on in October or November. And then this guy, Michael, man, some of the greatest dioramas I've seen in a long time. His bedroom, when we were there at his hotel room, was filled, and then when he brought it downstairs for the show on Sunday, I mean, my gosh. So I can't wait to get him on the show. So we got some good shows lined up for you guys in the near future. So once again, I just wanted to thank the individuals that came up to my table, that purchased some of the figures from Toy Soldier Central, who made them for the Plastic General. That was great. And once again, Brandon, my buddy Brandon Helms, he's knocking it out of the park with some of the 3D printed stuff that he's made. So you guys need to check out his Facebook channel and see what he made and what we were selling at my table. So with that, let's get started with looking at the stuff that I picked up. Okay, so first up, we have Jason from Scavenger Toys and Collectibles. You guys are very familiar with him. I know a lot of the followers of my channel have purchased items from him. They've seen my reviews, and these were some new figures that I didn't have that he had at the show. You have the engineers here, I guess, carrying the beam, which is a new figure. The officer, I'm sure, or the staff sergeant with the pen and paper, documenting stuff. And then this was very new, the chaplain. So I had to pick up 2 of those. So small buy from him, but man, again, you want to talk 3D printing, Jason is doing a great job with that. So make sure you check him out. Scavenger Toys and Collectibles. And we're going to see him on the show, I believe, next week. So next up, we have a vintage lot of Mark's marching figures, goose stepping, and 3 officers, which I picked up from Mr. Joe Baker. Joe didn't have a table there, but he was selling room to room, and I asked him if he had some vintage figures from Mark's, the Germans. Now these are ones that they won't reissue for obvious reasons, but I asked him if I could get some officers from him and some goose steppers, and Joe was nice enough to bring them with him to the show. And I made a second purchase from Joe Baker. Let me show you that. And the second purchase that I made from Mr. Joe Baker were these loose Conte Spartans, and these match the color of the Spartans that I originally purchased. So I'm adding this to my Battle of Thermopylae playset that I'm currently working on. And Joe was nice enough to help me out with that. So, and again, I can't say enough about Joe Baker, man. They call him the Godfather, and he truly is. We were roaming room to room, and every room we went in, they knew Joe, man. I mean, if you want to meet somebody in the business, hang out with Joe Baker, man. He knows everybody. So Thanks again, Joe Baker, and can't wait to finish this Spartan playset. Next up, I have some purchases that I made from Brandon Helms. Again, Brandon was at my table, and he was selling a lot of his 3D printed items, but what I purchased here were some unpainted boxes, some crates, and some barrels. So I'm going to be adding this to a Civil War set that I'm working on for the future. So I need to paint these guys up, but he gave me a good price on these. So make sure you check them out. If you need some accessories for your play sets, these are really nice. He had some there painted up, so I know how I'm going to paint these and what I'm going to use them for. But what do you see the next thing that he made for me? Now I want you guys to take a look at this. It is a barrage balloon that I asked Brandon to make. This is the prototype. He painted this one for me. But when people came to my room and they saw this, everybody was asking about it. Nobody makes this. He made a base for it, which is kind of a winch system that they use to raise and lower the balloons. He added some strings to the sides for handlers to move the balloon in place. But my gosh, this thing is, I think he said it's like 10 inches, almost 11 inches from end to end. I just can't tell you how many compliments and how many orders he was receiving, people asking about this. So if you're interested, I don't know the price. I know the price that he charged me at the show, but that was the prototype. I know he's making some changes to this. I know you can get them painted or unpainted, but I can't thank him enough for this. This is just too cool. And having the prototype makes it even cooler. So if you guys are into World War II and you know what a barrage balloon is, you're going to have to check one out. See if you can get one from Brandon. Next up, I ran into John Sanheim, who has been on my live stream before, and I picked up 4 Civil War flags from him. He was there actually making flags while people were asking for certain ones. So I picked these 4 up from him to add to a Civil War playset, again, that I'm working on. It was nice meeting him in person, and we plan on having him on the live stream in the near future. Now these next 5 figures were gifted to me by one of my followers, Maddox. If you watched my earlier video that dropped on my adventures to the Chicago Toy Soldier Show, you'll see I stopped at Maddox's house and I gave him a little gift box. Well, he left me these and he said they were in the family and he wanted me to have them. So I do appreciate that, Maddox. I'm not big on metal, but I will do some research and see what these are all about. Now I couldn't go to the Toy Soldier Show and not purchase something from the sponsor, Hobby Bunker. First up, I purchased these BMC Civil War ambulance wagons. So that was the first purchase I made from them. I also picked up this Woodland Forest pack, also from BMC, that he had on his table. But what I really went for was this next item. I could not leave there without getting this. This is a 3D printed destroyed building, obviously. And I'm sure you could use it in many different periods. It's probably more European looking at it. So it's probably going to be a D-Day World War II building. But it probably, you know, without that roof there, it could probably go for any era, Civil War, even Revolutionary War. But yeah, I fell in love with this when I saw it, and I just had to have it. That was the first thing I saw on Hobby Bunker's table. So I have the 3D printed building, and it does come apart. The roof comes off. You can see all the detail inside there. Very cool, and even the top layer comes off to reveal the inside. You have a fireplace, some furniture, of course the steps to go to the second floor. How cool is this, man? I'm kind of dreading painting this thing, but man, I just couldn't pass it up, and he only had one of them there, so I snagged it the first day I saw it. And yeah, can't wait to start painting this guy. Now I purchased several things from McShan's closet, as I always do. First thing up was these 2 wall sections. It's a Roman fort. I already have the gate and several wall sections, but I wanted 2 more for a playset that I'm putting together. So Mr. and Mrs. Cook, they brought these with them. So I picked these up at the show. Next up, I have this burned out building. Could definitely go for Civil War era as well as Revolutionary War. Maybe even later, but definitely early American with the stone walls. But again, I think I'm going to be using this for a Civil War diorama that I'm working on. So that again came from McShan's closet. Next up, I purchased this salt box house that came in, I believe, the Lexington green set. Now normally it's not orange. I'm probably going to repaint this. I do like that though, it's something different, but I don't think that color was original back in those days. So I'm probably going to go gray here or maybe blue. But I just wanted you to see that in the orange color. They made that for a Halloween set. But again, this is a foam building from McShan's closet. Now I've shown these before in my play sets, but these are foam explosions, and they are made by John Atherton and Atherton Scenics. But you can purchase them through McShan's closet. They come in a set of 3. You have 3 land explosions as well as 3 water explosions. Now I am currently working on a Battle of Thermopylae set, so I needed some more Persians, and these all come from Expeditionary Force or X-Force, and they are 4 different sets of Persians that I didn't have. You have the Immortals, Javelin and Axe group, and a medium infantry, I believe. So yeah, I picked up 4 sets of these, and I'll probably do a closer review of just these sets when I start building them. But you can see you do have to put some body parts on and some weapons. So you can interchange them, which is kind of nice. You can make them different. They don't have to all look the same. But yeah, I picked up 4 sets of these to go with my Battle of Thermopylae. Now, McShan's closet was having a deal. If you bought 2 bags of figures, you got a 3rd one at 50% off. So again, I am working on a Civil War playset in the near future. So I wanted to pick up some TSSD figures. I have the Union here. This is set 6. I picked that up. And then I picked up 2 of the Confederates, sets number 1, but in gray, and 1 in a butternut color. So they will go into my Civil War playset that I'm working on. Now this gentleman came up to me right towards the end of the show, and he asked me if I had seen his table, that he made all handmade, custom-made items. And I had seen it, but I didn't realize everything that was on his table was custom made. And he gave me this. He showed me how he makes basically gardens, if you will, with just plastic stuff that you buy at any type of hobby store. And then he showed me these, and these are gabions. They're a little bit bigger than the ones I make, but he showed me how he makes them. He actually has a toilet paper roll. I don't know if you can see that. And he wraps it with twine, and then as he's wrapping it with the twine, he puts in these sticks, which gives it that weave sort of look. And then he puts, I think, plaster Paris or something on top, or maybe it's just foam that he paints. So I bought a box of these, and I'm going to use those in a diorama. I'm going to actually put them on a base and build it up for a cannon, because these are larger gabions. They make gabions in all sizes, but for my Revolutionary War, and I think for Civil War era, you could probably use any size of these gabions. So yeah, they're going to go nice on a diorama. Now let me show you a gifted box, which led me into a rabbit hole I did not want to go down last week. Now I believe it was Rich Egan that gifted me this box at the show. He had bought several of my playset boxes that I had custom made. And when I was visiting his room, he handed me this, and he said, "This is one of the boxes you guys were talking about when you had Ron Barzo on your live stream." And I remembered it came up. It was called this Trading Company box. And I believe this is all artwork done by Ron Lazordi. And this box was supposed to be a Toy Soldier playset box that was going to be sold at the museum in St. Louis. However, they ended up using the box for, get this, jams and jellies. And they had jams and jellies in there, and you would buy that, I guess, at the store. But the artwork on here, man, it looks like a Barzo playset. And he gave this to me. Well, I didn't have any figures for it. I didn't really know what I was going to do. Well, then, of course, LOD showed up, and I found a bunch of Barzo stuff to put in this. So, between Ken Syak at LOD and Dave Cook over at McShan's Closet, I picked up all this Barzo stuff, or LOD stuff now. And it's all going to go into that playset box. You're looking at all tan figures for the most part. You have the Burrow pack train, the pack horses, Pioneer Women. We have Pioneer Set 2, the Mohawk Canoe Set, Pioneer Set 2. I guess he gave me 2 of those. This is from the Vault of Barzo. These were some figures from the War of Independence, Last of the Mohicans, and Mike Fink and his wife. And then Pioneer Set number 1. And then I picked up Rebecca and Israel Boone. They're going to go in there as well. So within the next couple weeks, hopefully I'll get to building this set, and I will show it to you. I'll have a separate video, but yeah, from a playset box that really was not a playset box, I'm going to make my own playset, and it's going to be one of a kind. So again, that was my total haul from the Chicago Toy Soldier Show 2025. This is my first one that I attended, and man, it was worth it. I sold out of all my boxes, all my playset boxes, all the Toy Soldier Central stuff that I brought, and yeah, definitely worth the trip. I'm glad I met a lot of people that follow the channel, and hopefully you guys will continue to follow me in the future. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, keep on collecting.